Wow, the OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People Champ, aka Terrance New Orleans Williams, aka Terrance Civilian Williams. And I got one of my homies in the building. He want to speak on his father. That's a legend from that city. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Shoot, how y'all doing? My name is Paul, Need for Cognition Taylor. That's who I am. I'm the oldest son now of Paul Hardy.
Okay, you saying Paul Hardy, you talking about the legend from Uptown that went downtown and got him some position.
Yeah, Paul Cool Hardy. Yeah, that's my daddy.
Cool. So hold on, you say now the oldest, one of your brothers deceased?
Yeah, Paul. His name was Paul too. He passed away in February. That was what 2023. I want to say 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was the oldest, but he had passed away.
Was somebody shot him or he just passed away?
Man, it wasn't no violent death, but we really still confused. Because I really don't know. All I know is my brother gone. That's all I can really tell you on that one.
Yes. So let me ask you this: How old were you when your father went to prison?
I was 6 months old when my daddy went to jail. And see, I'm a twin, so it was me and him and my dad. So we was born in April. My daddy went to jail in October, and we were 6 months old.
So your twins still out and about too?
Yep.
Y'all identical or just alike?
Identical, yeah. We had went to the military and all of that. So once we separated, we started changing. You know, I got the beard and all now, but yeah, we still twins.
What do you say? He can't grow the beard?
He can now, but I had a head start. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
You used to tease him?
He probably teased himself more because he liked it. He liked the look, but he couldn't do it.
Oh, got you. Y'all real close?
That's my twin. I love him. I love my whole family. But with my daddy's situation, it kind of caused like a rift in the family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the person who really always stuck with my daddy. Always been a rider for my daddy. Everybody else, you know how it is when you go to jail. Everybody talking. Some people just kind of, you know what I'm saying.
So are you in contact with your father now?
Yeah, I ain't never lose contact with my daddy.
Oh man, that's cool. So you know, let me tell you something. In prison, bro, people need outside support.
Right.
It's very, very, very important to have that outside support because that give a person hope on the inside, knowing somebody outside got their back, holding them down. That's good. So are you familiar with your father's case?
Yeah, I've been working on it. Hell, my whole life too. Shit, I went through the whole thing with him.
Oh, okay. So he been keeping you. So are you familiar with LenDavis?
He ruled me before because you know what I'm saying. Man, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, but I know him. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I know him.
Yeah. Okay. What about Demone?
Yeah, I be hollering at him sometimes. I don't know him like that, but I know him.
Yeah. He cool. He a cool guy. I had a chance to meet him as well. Actually, I was locked up with Len too on a max security team with Len. Well, he taught himself the law and been fighting himself. But how did you feel once you got older to start realizing that they had gave your father the death penalty?
Man, so as a kid, because I'm the only kid in my family, the only people that I know who had somebody on that road and was really living that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my daddy went to jail when I was 6 months old. So my whole life, I'm thinking that the government gonna execute my dad. So I used to be like pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because how can you, like, how you want me to go to school? How you want me to live my life? And in the back of my head, I'm knowing that these people trying to kill my daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's like a dude on the street talking about, yeah, I'm gonna kill your daddy. Well, what you think I'm trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was strange, but it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really had to go through that. But it was in 2011. I was like 17 years old. I was like almost about to graduate high school. That's when they dropped it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a whole thing going through with that, thinking they was gonna do that. So
yeah. So that's what I'm about to get to next. So what was going through your mind when he reached out or you heard that, hey, they took the death penalty off and now they just give me a life sentence?
So that was cool. I ain't lying. I remember I had cried for sure, but I don't even think that my daddy the one that told me, because like I used to always be looking it up anyway. And so maybe somebody reached out to me or something like that, and then I read it for myself. And so, you know what I'm saying? I was real happy about that. Granted, I wanted him to be out. I know he should have been out, but it was cool that, okay, well, at least I know we can move past them trying to murder my daddy. That's the way I looked at it, you know what I'm saying? So at least that was out the way, at least.
Right, that's good. So have you had a chance to go visit him?
Man, so when I was growing up, we used to go see my daddy, but we couldn't necessarily touch him, you know what I'm saying? Because like back in the day, they used to have it like when you go in, you would see him on like a little TV. So we'll be somewhere, he'll be in the back, we'll see him on the TV. And then I remember one time I did see him, but it was like, you know what I'm saying, it was like the glass in front of us.
Uh-huh.
But I touched my daddy for the first time that I can remember. I was 22 years old. I was close enough to him. I made a trip and I drove him. And that's when I actually like touched my daddy for the first time, at least as far as with me knowing. He touched me when I was little, but I remembered I was too young. So yeah.
So now, like, how is his mindset? How is he these days that he's off that road and now he's just in a regular penitentiary?
Well, he in the feds, yeah, yeah. What go
You know,
ahead. What you was asking me though?
how like what's his mindset now? Like how is he functioning? Like when you talk, does he sound like he happy, or do it sound like he like?
Man, so my dad, and that's the reason why I'm so like hopeful, because my dad has always been like a hopeful dude. He ain't never he not the type of person to just like give up about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like until it's over, and it ain't over
Mhm.
yet. But now his mindset always been positive. You know what I'm saying? He been in there 30 years now. I've witnessed my daddy grow tremendously from, you know, when I was younger, his mindset to where he is now. You know, he done matured a lot. Life then not necessarily like humble you, but you really get a different perspective when, you know what I'm saying, you go away, family gone, you lose your son, whole bunch of stuff going on. So, but now his mindset, man, that dude unbreakable. That dude is
Yeah.
unbreakable. You can't break him.
So let me ask you this, because I had a chance to be around Len. I've read some about the case, and it wasn't a federal case. So, like, have you said you've been studying it as well? So, what's your intake on? Do you feel like the government playing games, or they just holding them? Like,
Man, so man, that case is all the way weird. As far as like, because you're from the city. That
mhm.
that case, they still talk about that case every single year, especially with the things going on right now, like how President Biden had did the pardons and all. So you know it's back in the news. Da 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 da. But so his lawyers kind of sold them out in the beginning anyway, because I feel like they was just trying to get it over with because they really weren't trying to get in it. But so my dad got charged on count 1 and 2 by a jury with the conspiracies, but the underlying offense for murder was in count 3, but count 3 got thrown out. So he was never officially convicted for the murder. So we've been fighting this whole time because my daddy should have only got 11 to 12 years based on the conspiracies. But what happened was they got together and then they said, well, okay, count 3 got thrown out. How do we really go about this? Because that's what a murder charge was. But then they said, well, what would a reasonable jury have concluded? And so then they took it up on themselves. Well, okay, well, a reasonable jury would have said, okay, you know what? He guilty of it. And so then they just felt comfortable enough. Okay, you know what? Well, we just gonna give it to him. And that's how that came about. But my dad was never by a jury convicted on count 3 for the murder. You know what I'm saying? It got thrown out. So that's how they planned. And so now, but we've been fighting that this whole time, and they just didn't want, you know what I'm saying? But they not letting up. I think so because they don't want to take fault for everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that Kim Gross was gonna die because they had it. They they was recording the whole time.
Right.
They knew it, but they never stopped it. They only stopped the case when they had the recording that they undercover officer was about to get hit. That's when they shut the case down. But the whole time y'all just let things go and go and go. You truly did not care. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't They don't take responsibility for their actions on nothing. But the crazy part about it was, right, this was like a few years ago. We reached out to this one lawyer in California. He's supposed to be, you know, this like top-notch lawyer after everything that happened. And then he said, man, look, I'm not gonna even take your money because I didn't looked into it. But the Supreme Court actually said, okay, you know what? We messed up. And then he said that he never seen nothing like this before, where he said that the federal government said we not reopening this case. So I never heard nothing like that before. And I'm asking him, I'm like, you know, can you break that down for me? Because I don't understand it. He said, man, you know what? This dude said, I have never seen nothing like this in my life. I'm just telling you that it should have got reopened, but they saying they're not gonna reopen it. And so still to this day, my daddy, you know what I'm saying? My daddy trying to fight it. And I'm telling him, I'm like, man, look, them people not on your side. They not trying to reopen your case. Maybe because it's so big, you know, but they ain't going for it. So.
Wow. Okay. So, so what he doing now? Do he got stuff he still filing in court or?
Yeah. So, he trying to file the man, because we done been through like so many 2255s and all of that. But see, you know, the one thing about that is, so with the 2255, if you call for wrongdoing, once the court respond on it, you can't never bring it back up. So now, even if you had a case and they shut you down, moving forward, you can't even bring it back up. So they can't even correct the wrongdoing that was already happening because they already ruled on it. You see what I'm saying?
But check this out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your father aware of this, but now on the 3582C, I think it is, he can file when Trump signed for the First Step Act, he could file on extraordinary compelling circumstances that y'all did this to me. Now under him, asking you all to correct this, and he can get his life sentence reduced from there.
Well, see, look, well, we gonna shoot for that one. And man, and my thing was with Trump, you know what I'm saying, with the first president with all these felonies, I'm like, man, this is the perfect case for you to really do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to be that person, you could really do something. So I really hope he in that mind frame.
Yeah, he can ask the court, take him from life to 30 years. He did that already. So yeah, he get an extraordinary circumstance because if they drop that, but I wonder if they charged him with the gun. Was he charged with the gun?
Nah, I don't think so. Cause so my dad was only charged for conspiracy on count 1 and 2. It was conspiracy. So conspiracy, as far as like with the gun,
conspiracy to commit homicide or
conspiracy to for civil rights
violations,
rights violations.
All right,
civil rights violations.
Okay, cool. So I wonder if that must carry up to a life sentence.
Now it was only supposed to be 11 to 12 years. Now the part about life is if he got convicted of if he got convicted of a first degree murder, then it would have went to life. But he never got convicted of that. So that's the problem.
And you know what else they may have did too? Under the law you speaking on, what may have happened was he got found guilty for the charge you said. Then they might have enhanced him under relevant conduct and charged him with the body.
You talking about like with a PSI report?
Yeah, they'll charge you relevant conduct, saying this is relevant. This body is relevant to your charge. So that's how we're gonna get it. Like, because that's what they did us. That's why I know what could have happened, because they took him. And here's the thing: they took him off the death row and give him life. So yeah, he need to try to file that under that First Step Act under extraordinary compelling circumstance, and seeing if they would reduce him from life to 30 that way.
Yeah, because that boy Len, he's still fighting right now too. Because
Len still had a death penalty, right?
Huh?
I heard Biden want to take the death penalty off, then Len say, "Nah, I won't go home."
Len said, "I won't go home." He's fighting it, and I ain't mad at him, because if I was in this situation, hell, I'd be doing the same thing. But he gonna have an uphill battle with it. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I think I'd be like, all right, give me the light. I'm gonna keep fighting here. Take that. They might say, "Come on, man, Go ahead and put that juice in him.
Yeah.
Let trip it, bro. He
But see,
really.
but the thing that I read was that if you on death row, then anytime that you do file something, it's under scrutiny, meaning that they know people gonna be watching it. They know, so I think he really trying to keep it under that. Like, man, look, because like for instance, if you're gonna mess over me, well, let everybody know you're gonna mess over me. Don't just take me, don't just put me off. And now I'm trying to file something, and ain't nobody even, you know what I'm saying? They just forgetting about me. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, Len take one for the team then. Cause man, say, man, look, you see how your father got up off there, huh?
Yeah.
Your father, take this off, man. I'm gonna fight from down there. Yeah, man, yo, but yeah, Len, pretty Len, that's what he called himself, pretty Len. Yeah, I got a chance to meet old Len, but that's good, man. You're in contact with your father, keeping him up. You got to send him some pictures from Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I be sending him pictures all the time. Oh man, he got, what I'm saying, he got grandkids now. Everybody be trying to, like, cause you ain't here with us, but man, you still here with us. We gonna make it work.
That's good, bro. I like that, bro. Before we get out of here, give everybody your social media handle so they can know how to contact you in case they want to talk to you or reach out to your father or something.
Man, so you can really find me on everything under Need for Cognition. Need the number 4 Cognition. And I got an album I'm about to drop on the 31st of this month also. So King of Kings, that's about to drop too.
So like, what the name of it? What Need for Cognition? What does that mean?
So when I went to college, I graduated with a major in psychology, and it's actually a psychological term. And so the way that I explain it, just to like dumb it down, so if you have so you can have a high need for cognition, or you can be low in it. If you have a high need for cognition, it's saying, so a lot of people hate math, and so if they get stuck, they're gonna give it up. So then that person might be low on need for cognition. Well, I have a high need for cognition. My professors used to tell me that. I never gave up through my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I graduated top of my class in college. I graduated top of my class in the Air Force. I'm doing this music thing. I'm the top of my class in that. You know what I'm saying? So
hold on, slow down. Now you great grandma. What you mean top of your class? So you say you like that with the music?
Yeah, man. I'm in Rolling Stone magazine right now.
Yeah, but what ghetto magazine you in? We need to know how you is in the hood.
Man, look, I came from the hood. Yeah.
Who do your beats?
Me. So man, check this out. I do everything myself, from the beat, the producing, the songwriting, the mixing, and the mastering. Everything that you hear is me. I'm like that.
Okay, that's what's so. If you had a chance to do something with somebody in the city, who would it be?
Man, shoot. I love Juvie. Man, the high boy, you know what I'm saying? That's home. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, with them. That boy Rob 49, he hard. Who else? Man. Shoot, Wayne, of course. That's the top of the line.
What about BG?
Yeah, he had just came home too and all that too. Yeah, man. I know my uncle for sure. If I did a song with BG, that boy would go crazy, because BG was his favorite rapper back in the day. So I know he'll go crazy if I did something like that. But man, I'm down to work with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down with it.
So you do bounce music or you?
Man, so like I said, I make everything myself, so it's its own sound. It's like trap symphony, hip hop, conscious rap, and pop rap all in one. But I make it myself, so you ain't never heard nothing like me before.
So where we can go find this at, man? Because I need to go check you out, bro. You done sold me now. Where I go get it from?
On my website, needforcognition.com. You could catch me on Apple Music, Spotify, everything. Wherever music is at, you can find me there.
So you got any shout outs you want to give to somebody before we get out of here?
Shout outs. Man, I want to give a shout out to my fiance, Hannah. I want to give a shout out to my daddy. Man, I love you for sure. We're going to rock to the end. I want to give a shout out to, everybody that love me and support me. You hear me? And I want to give a shout out to you too. You know what I'm saying? For doing this with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I hit you up today. You answered quick. You know what I'm saying? So
missed the answer right back. I missed the answer right back.
Man, you look, hey, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he ain't playing with it. So yeah, nah, man, shout out to you. You heard me?
Yeah, it's good, bro. Cool. Yeah. Thank you for coming through, man.